Get up there. Hello, YouTube and X. It's your main man, BTM here, bringing you back to the BTM Crypto News Network and the Turbo Turn Up Time. I'm just looking for something real quick before we open up the spotlight. Just making sure I had everything set up here. And there is mention about something coming with Turbo, and I haven't seen it yet. Although Turbo does have the Tangent Wallet is now on Turbo, which is good because if companies are still investing in Turbo, that means like us, we see a future with Turbo, right? The project's not over if they are still investing and using Turbo. So if they're still investing in Turbo. The project is not dead. It might be slowing down, but we're just waiting for another announcement in the altcoin bull run to start. We're kind of slowed down with the economy because the economy has been crazy, i.e., whatever's going on in LA, because I haven't been watching the news. Kind of gave up on the news mostly because it's not a lot of good information. There's a lot of confusion, and I don't have time. Right? I'm trying to continue to invest and find ways to become more profitable, I guess, or to find the best meme coins. And I've been looking at micro meme coins and coins on base, but we still have the altcoins and we're still in the blue chips. But just looking for stuff to invest in the side. But let's turn the spotlight on and go to Twitter. And this is X. Looks like X is becoming more popular with the things that have been happening in the recent developments with what is it called? Um SpaceX versus Taco. So keeping it moving. Turbo is just chilling in space. First AI generated meme coin, bringing vibes to the crypto world. This is the interface is AI. The institution is Turbo. I like it. Um, Success isn't just about big wins. It's built on small, quiet moments. Turbo knows that appreciating the present is part of building the future because real success starts with gratitude. And I've heard that too. If you're not grateful for what you have, you're not going to get more, right? So if you're happy and grateful, the chances of you getting more is always there. So let me know what you guys think about that and about being grateful. And I just realized I don't have these are my old glasses. I can't find my newer glasses, actually. Just realized that. Anyway, the Roaring Toady Regal isn't rich, he's royalty. With a crown, mint, he rules beyond the charts and the trends. Turbo is his meme throne. Ethereum, his kingdom, no pumps, no buys, his community style power. Meme coins are the new monarchy, and he is the king. Shout out to the Roaring Toady. This is Lodi Toady. Let me see who else we had. Crypto PBS and the Turbo Toad cooking main page. So where are we? I'm happy to see all these fresh memes and glad to be on your timeline. Turbo will guide you to financial freedom and meet wonderful people. So shout out to Turbo. And I actually like that. That's a pretty cool with the flower. PBS, crypto PBS, the moon is not just a dream, it's a destination. Sooner or later, Turbo will get there and he'll make his home shining bright and steady. And when he does, he'll bring joy and inspiration to everyone who believes in his potential. So shout out to the Turbo Toad. Said Jackson, Turbo is a home run. Okay. I don't know why this guy has boots on, but I like it. I like it. What is this? Roaring Toady Turbo Chad doesn't need hype. He is hype. With Rug Shield, he defends Turbo from every chart collapse while others sail, he stands. Muscles made of memes, heart forged on Ethereum. He doesn't fly, he holds. And that's enough. So the Roaring Toady again. Turbo Trip saw the chart and never came back. With Dil Dildrum, I guess. He rides emotions while others get liquidated. Turbo Toad isn't an asset to him. It's a vision. Meme coins on Ethereum are his drug, and he's totally dosed. All right. Well, anyway, for the announcement. Turbo and Tangent Wallet is here. Ultra secure card size, no batteries, no cables, just a tap with your smartphone and your crypto anytime, anywhere. And now it comes in turbo style. We're teaming up with Tangent to launch a limited edition Turbo Tangent cold wallet built for the future, powered by the community. Important production starts only if 350 orders are placed. If the target isn't reached, buyers will receive a standard black wallet. Toads get 10% off Tangent card. No pressure, no hype, just they secure your bags with Toad Touch. And let's see, I actually already have the black. This is what you get if we don't get 350 tangents holders. And currently we are at, drum roll please. Well, how can we be at 340? Okay, I'm about to say it was at 320 and then we're now at 317. So it looks like we're a ways off. I don't know how many or how long they have until we're supposed to clear these 350. But go ahead and pick it up. If you have a Tangent wallet, this would be collectible, and you can't have too many Tangent wallets. And I guess that was the last announcement. We'll look at the bubbles. White is down. Wow. 12.4. ZBCN is down 3.5. ICP is up 4.6. 4.7. Turbo's up 4.6. Caspa, I don't know what to do. Caspa is down 0.2. I'll make a Caspa video later. Virtuals is up 2. AI Tech is up 5.1. Let me know. You guys want Caspa today or ZBCN? And it'll probably be tonight around 8:30. Organize up 3.4. Tons up 3. Toshi's up 5.1. XCM is up 5.1. Tao's up 5.7. Sui is up 2.8. H bar's up 3%. Arrows up 4%. Peanuts up 3.3. Dodge is up 2.1. Mog is up 14.1. Fartcoin's up 9.2. AIZO is up 9.3. AIXBT is up 2.7. XRP is up 0.8. Mr. Miggles is up 1.9. Chat is up 3.7. FTT is up 2.6. Pepe is up 1%. Prime's up 6%. Snake is up 4.8. Putty Penguin's up 5.8. POW, I guess, is up 7.5. Uniswap is up 3.4. Bitcoin's up 2. Well, hold up. Bitcoin is up 2.1 to 108K. Looks like they're going to hit that 110K mark after all. Ethereum is up 1.6 to 2,587. I think that was all. Fluck is at 1%. Quant's up 4%. Brett is down 1.1. Litecoin up 0.7. Luna's up 1.3. Looking at the Turbo holders. Currently, Turbo is at 55,542. 55,545. I guess we picked up 3. Last 4 hours, no change. Interesting. Last 12 hours, 22 new holders. 1 day, 41 new holders. Just making sure I'm reading this right. Last 3 days, 147 holders. Last 7 days, 245. Last 14 days, 425. Last 30 days, 907. Moving forward, this is the Tangent actual wallet announcement on the Turbo Tangent website. And still at 317. Just going to refresh this real quick. So we're still at 317. I might pick one of those up today, actually. So on coin market cap, 0043 up 4.8% in the day. Market cap 297.2. Come on, guys. 24-hour trading volume 57.3. Let's check out. Let me see. What was that? Where were we? Yeah. Check out coin market cap real quick. What are Whammo self-driving vehicles? Coin. Yeah, coin making. So on live coin watch, Turbo's at 281.3. Market cap up 0.37 in the last hour, 4.6 in the last 24 hours, 0.56 in the last 7 days, 29.3 in the last 30 days, 89.09 in the last 90 days. And for the year, it's down 30.4%. Been a while since I've seen it down on the year. So going to categories, going to tripping. Wait, categories. Wait a minute. Okay, go to home. It was trending. Wait a minute. Trending categories. Maybe it was categories. Did I miss? Let me see. Oh, it's categories. That's weird. They changed the categories again. Well, there's a political coin category. So we'll go to meme coins. So gonna look for what? Gonna look for memes. So Turbo is number 17, right under B, which is 361.2 mil won market cap. Turbo is 297.2 mil won. Cat in the Dog's World's 291.4 million. Peanut the Squirrel 277 million. Mog's 392.4 million. Dog Go to the Moon is 472. 470. 457 million. It's weird. I just realized that it was dog going to the moon. I didn't even think about that. Like a dog on the moon? That's weird. What's this indicator supposed to be? Hmm. I don't know. But keeping it moving, Brett is 518. Putty Penguin is 678.4. Form is 795. Floke is 829. Dog with a hat is 934.7 Milwan. Fartcoin is 1.1 billion, $1.16. This is where I always think Turbo should be, right? If Fartcoin didn't come out, I think this would be Turbo. Bonk is 1.2 billion. Shut the front door. XPX came back 1.3 billion. XPX is like number 5. Official Trump coin is 10.6, 2.1 billion. Pepe is 5 billion. SHIB is 7.4 billion, and Dogecoin is 27.9 billion. And this is current holders is 55,543. So let me know what you guys think about that so far. But as we wait, let's see what Big Crypto has to say real quick. What up, Ken? What up, BTM fam? What's going on, brother?
Army, hope everyone's having a good Monday and start to the week as I am. Now let's dive right in. So yes, Bitcoin has been up the last couple days. And while it might seem like the entire market has been up as well, that's just not the case. Most meme coins have been flat the last week or two, and Turbo is no exception. So while it might seem like the Turbo price action has been a little bit lackluster of lately, Turbo actually is the traction, the activity, and the developments for Turbo has actually really been picking up the last couple days. And when you combine a long consolidation price-wise with increased activity, that is when the chart just starts to move up on its own out of nowhere. So in today's video, we're going to discuss exactly what these new developments are. And before we go any further, don't forget to check out BTCC. This is the exchange that I use for most of my crypto trading. They are fully licensed and available for traders in the USA like myself, in Canada, in Europe, and everywhere else. No VPN or KYC is needed. BTCC just moved into the top 50 in terms of daily spot market trading volumes. They are an exchange on the rise. Additionally, if you go through my referral link at the top of the video description area right down here, you get up to $10,000 in bonuses that can be used to cover things like trading fees, trading losses, etc. And finally, definitely give them a follow on their Twitter page because BTCC is always doing giveaways, contests, competitions, etc. Right now, they're doing a 100K virtual fund trading competition. And if you perform well, you can win a $300 Amazon gift card. So definitely check that out. Now back to Turbo. We're going to check out some Ethereum meme price charts and see how Turbo stacks up because it's kind of interesting. So take a look at this. This is the 60-day 2-month Turbo chart. Obviously, we had the big pump about six weeks ago. It pumped up to 400 million. It consolidated there for a few weeks, and now it has dipped about 30%. But we are consolidating at the 300 million current levels. That is the good news. Now, Pepe's chart is identical. Why are we looking at Pepe? Because it's an Ethereum meme that was created the exact same month as Turbo. They are exactly 2 years old, and it's an identical price chart. It pumped at roughly the same time. Then it consolidated for a couple weeks at its $6 billion levels. Then it dipped again about, 20-25%, and it's consolidating there just like Turbo. Now let's look at SPX 6900 because this one kind of bucks the trend, even though it's on Ethereum, but it's a newer ETH meme created 9 months ago as opposed to 2 years ago for the other two coins we just looked at. So SPX started pumping at roughly the same time that the other two coins started pumping, but then it just has kept going since then. So you could look at this a few days. It could be SPX is sucking away liquidity from Pepe and Turbo and the older memes, or it could just mean the newer ETH memes right now are hot, but then we've seen Pepe and Turbo turn around many times before. So it could be the old school ETH memes are going to start pumping in another month or two. We just don't know. But there are many bullish factors for Turbo. And number one, in my opinion, is the fact that it is already listed on Binance US and Coinbase. Now, it's also listed on Binance Global, regular Binance. But for this example, Binance US and Coinbase are the relevant entities. Why? because they are both USA based exchanges. And what is the one big USA brokerage slash exchange that Turbo is not yet listed on? Like the only one? That is, of course, Robinhood Crypto that I'm talking about. So if Binance US and Coinbase, the two biggest USA exchanges, have already listed it, why would Robinhood not? In my opinion, it's a matter of when, not if, they decide to list Turbo. Other bullish factors, Turbo, their Twitter action has really picked up lately. It used to just be they would just tweet once a day, one meme. Now it's we have memes in Chinese, we have memes in English, we have new developments, like literally 4 memes yesterday, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. So the team is just more engaged than ever before. As for these new developments, here's a big one. They're launching Tangem Wallet. That's a hardware wallet. It looks like this in credit card format. They are launching a Turbo branded Tangem Wallet. Now, if 350 are sold at the $62 price point, then Tangem Wallet will mass produce this Turbo wallet. If 350 are not sold, then they will not. And you can obviously store your Turbo and other coins in this wallet. Very cool. What else do we have here? Now Wallet has partnered with Turbo. So previously you could store your Turbo coins in Now Wallet. It's mostly a paper wallet. Now the Turbo logo will pop up, the price calculation, everything. So it just adds more credibility to both brands, Turbo and Now. And now let's look at what crypto Twitter is saying. People are bullish. Turbo Seer reads like a chart looking like destiny. What else do we have here? Turbo is breaking bullish pennant on the 4-hour chart. While others scroll, he codes, Turbo is his protocol. We are going up. What else do we have here? Turbo Cupid doesn't shoot arrows, he slays charts. Red love. So it's just kind of like a fun-loving community, and that is it, guys. So Turbo Army, drop a comment down below. Love hearing from you guys. Just say hi if like if you haven't already. I'll be back later with a new video. Bankrupt signing out. Catch you later.
Shout out to the Turbo Army, and looks like you guys are starting to create more buzz with the memes. So let me know what you guys think and what the word is on the next raid coming up. This is VCL Network Turbo Coin 100x price breakout starts
Welcome
today.
back. This
Really?
is a major update on Turbo Coin. Turbo Coin's 100x breakout starts today. I'm going to walk you through a few things you can do right now to get prepared for this breakout. Now, the first thing we need to establish is why now? Why are we going to see this breakout right now? Well, the first thing we need to understand is Bitcoin. Bitcoin is breaking out and is making its way towards 120. I've been warning everybody about this move from last week. We're now starting to see this upside move. And remember, whenever Bitcoin sneezes, the entire market catches a cold. So as Bitcoin breaks out and we see this move towards 120, altcoins are going to break out, meme coins are going to break out. Particular narratives and segments of the market will start breaking out. And that's why we're getting ready for Turbo Coin's mega upside move. Now, the first thing I want to say to all of you, if you're watching this right now, you're probably one of the luckiest people alive. Why? Because ultimately, you get to capture another free buy signal, just like the one I gave out in April. And if you missed out on this free buy signal, and if you did buy, you would still be up over 150% right now. If you missed it, it means you're not subscribed to the channel. So make sure you subscribe so you do not miss out on another free buy signal or Turbo Coin update. So subscribe right now so you do not miss out on this. Now, from where we currently are now, the first thing that is going to happen with Turbo Coin is we're going to move back within the range, which means we're looking at a 20 to 25 percentage point move from where we currently are now. That'll bring us back within 0.00503 area, and this is a move that can happen pretty much overnight, and that's why I'm posting the update now. I'm one of the only YouTubers that actually post updates before the breakouts, not when the breakouts happen and then celebrate, because that does not help you, right? If the market already pumps 100% and then I update, well, you're not going to make any money because the pump has already happened, right? So we're getting in before we see this move back within the range. Now, short-term move, we should see a move back up to this area of resistance, which is actually a very key area of resistance. It's 60% away from where we currently are now at 0.006731. We need to break this area. Once this area is broken, that's when the real fun begins, because ultimately, those of you that have been buying Turbo Coin for a long time, you've been buying at these lows, you're buying at this area now. Once this area breaks, we should make a sharp move to our short-term target of 0.0010909. And that's 156% from where we currently are now. For context, $1,000 makes you over 1,560. Even a short-term move of 20-25%, $1,000 makes you 200 to 250%. So remember, it pays to pay attention. So what we're going through right now is of the most importance. Let's continue with the video. Now, here's the exciting part. Turbo Coin right now is only up 5.68% for the day. The past 7 days, the market has been pretty flat. So we're about to experience the majority of the upside move. Now, at a $293 million market cap, our focus right now should simply be on cashing out on Turbo Coin. And remember, this does not mean it's a dead project. It doesn't mean we've given up on the project, but we should be looking for our first major take profit event on Turbo Coin under that $2 billion market cap area. Now, I'm not saying Turbo Coin won't hit 10, maybe 20, maybe even $30 billion market cap this cycle, but the point is we will first see another major sell-off before this event occurs. And the reason why all of you should be paying attention right now is because the next sell-off will be between 80 to 90%, just like the sell-off we saw at the end in the middle of December. And surprise, surprise, 90% sell-off. So that's what we're going to see again. So everybody needs to make sure they're prepared. Now, you can all join my free Telegram group. I actually give you access to other meme coins that we're buying. One of those free meme coins that I gave out in the free Telegram group is up over 100%. Again, you join for free. $1,000 buy on that meme coin project makes you over $1,000. You are basically paid $1,000 just to join the group, and it's free. Just make sure you have the Telegram app. Click the link in my description, and then join the Telegram. Also, yeah, I have a video in there that shows you how to make 100,000 in 1 month and 16 days. Now let's continue with the video. Now, there's a few areas I would be paying attention to once this area is breached, right? And that's the 156% move that we are anticipating. All-time highs, which is at 0.014599 and 0.020347. First target is 242% from where we currently are now. Second target is 369%. These are two areas I'll be paying attention to because depending on where the overall market is at the time, we may need to sell between this area, or if there's still bullish momentum in the market, there's still a very high bullish indicator, then we should surpass this area and move into price discovery mode. And we could even see the overall market cap for Turbo Coin exceed $3 billion. And this is what we're going to be paying attention to. If you want access to when we're going to be selling this project, I'll be giving out I'll be giving out the sell call in my Crypto Crew Premium channel. The link is in my description. So if you want to know when I'm selling Turbo Coin, when I'm going to buy back in, my overall strategy, join my Crypto Crew Premium channel right this second. The link is in my description. But for those of you that just want access to the free content, I'll be keeping a very close eye on Turbo between these two zones. Ultimately, I wouldn't be doing any buying at the moment if you don't have a profit-taking strategy, because ultimately you're going to lose it all. As I said before, 95% will be wiped out without a strategy, without knowing when to sell, without knowing what to do. So I would join a community that can help you with this. Even if it's not our community, join the community that can help with that exit strategy. Or you could join us, Crypto Crew Premium, where I will personally be giving out my sell call on Turbo Coin and other meme coins, and in fact, the majority of the projects in the market, and that will be available in Crypto Crew Premium. Anyway, guys, this is what I'll say for now. Paid very close attention to the market. We should see this aggressive upside move happen at any stage now, probably this week. So make sure you're subscribed, make sure you're part of the free Telegram group, make sure you're part of Crypto Crew Premium so you can stay up to date with all of this. And remember, nothing that you see in these videos is financial advice. Always make sure to do your own independent research. And until next update, guys, seize the day.
I don't know why I wasn't on the stage or if you guys heard me, but this is Trading Sniper. Let's see what he's talking about with this huge expansion. Rod Green, turbos pumped out. Maybe, maybe not. We will see. But let's see what's going on with Trading Sniper.
Boys and girls, how are my snipers doing today? I hope you guys are doing fantastic. Listen, today we're going to be talking about the one and only Turbo Coin, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to go through the technical analysis. We are going to go through, the basics that we always cover. We will obviously also look at Bitcoin as it is very relevant. So let's start off with the basics first. We can see, ladies and gentlemen, that Turbo is currently at 0.004. We can see that we are at rank 162 in the world. So objectively, I mean, that's pretty damn impressive when you really think about it, right? It really, really is. The volume is 35 million volume in the last 24 hours. And we can see that everything is looking fairly solid. When we go to the holders, right, we haven't checked this in a couple of days, but we have been on the rise consistently. And we can see, right, we are practically at all-time highs when it comes to holders, which is very, very good. This means people are buying and accumulating their positions while Turbo is down. This means we have people, new people coming in to Turbo, into the markets, looking at Turbo and choosing Turbo as, a coin to have part of their portfolio. So for me, it's very, very, very exciting. Now, there is something I did notice, ladies and gentlemen, which I do want to talk about. So pretty much when we go and look at something like this, we can see the line chart, it's very, very nice and simple, but it is also something that can show you the bigger picture. Now, if we go to here, we can see, ladies and gentlemen, this lines up perfectly with all of our weekly candles, right? It does. So for me, what this is saying is Turbo is preparing to burst out of the zone sooner than later. Now, you might think that, like, hey, you just drew a line. But guys, trust me, the timings on these charts are immaculate. They really, really are. And usually, they come and surprise us. And we can see, right, there is going to be an expansion soon. We can see when we take the bottoms of the daily candles, right, we have this bottom over down here. We have this other bottom. And when we take it and we line it up, we can see we are getting close to touching this. And we can see that we are running out of room to squeeze. Now, where will we squeeze? To the upside or the downside? Well, ladies and gentlemen, you know me. I believe that this pullback ultimately was to take out liquidity, right? It was to take this liquidity out that we had over here at 0.004. Not only that, it was to retest off a very, very key fundamental support zone. Boom, right over here, off a fundamental support zone. And, we do have global liquidity net on our side. Now, yes,
We did expect things to be a little better last week, but ultimately the picture is still the same when it comes to Turbo and its pumps. Okay. So when we go and look, right, we can see that global liquidity lines up perfectly with us, and it has, right? So we take it from the bottom, it is 91 days out. When we take it from, this bottom over here, it is also 91 days out, and it pretty much happened when the big sell candle happened. Now, here's the deal, right? Here is the interesting deal, because we were supposed to be kind of already going up based on global liquidity, but we can see, ladies and gentlemen, we are still bearish. Okay. But here's a trick. We don't always have to be pumping on the first point of the pump, right? We still have this point over here, this second one right in the middle, and we also have this third pump. So I still expect Turbo to turn around, especially that we are running out of room and we have to make a choice. Are we going to go to the downside or are we going to go to the upside? And since my bias is very, very bullish with Turbo and with Bitcoin itself, I do believe the move is coming in. I do believe there is a move coming to the upside very, very soon. And once we kind of get past this zone, right? Once we get past this zone, we really should fly high all the way up to 0.008, if not even up to 0.009 before we slow down. Reason being is, ladies and gentlemen, right? Turbo moves in bursts, and we can see that there's also very, very large resistance here. However, right, that doesn't necessarily mean we're automatically going to stop at this price. We could go a little higher, cool off a little bit, pull back for a fundamental retest, just like we have now, right? Pull back for a fundamental retest, do something like this, maybe fake out, and then continue going up, right? We can see when we had this support over here, down here, ladies and gentlemen, we can see that we had a huge burst to the upside. Huge, huge, huge burst, right? So you have to think that this coin moves in a very, very calculated way. Most weeks are kind of just up and down, whatever volume. But when the volume really starts picking up, Turbo creates legacy. It does. We've seen it, right? We were literally the most pumped coin of April during that week. So we created history, ladies and gentlemen. It is not a coincidence for this coin to do this. I am really high on this token. I have accumulated many, many positions, and I do believe Turbo is going to do very, very well. I do believe a penny is just around the corner. Obviously, that corner isn't like a day or two, it is a few short weeks away. But trust me, ladies and gentlemen, once things start really moving, it is going to be hard to slow down. We've seen momentum in the past with Turbo, right? When we've seen it go to mid to late September, all the way up until mid October, we've seen how it can go from 0.004 roughly up until almost 1.5 cents just in the span of a month. So, yes, I do believe this token is ready to move to the upside, considering that Bitcoin is holding its own. And ultimately, I am still bullish on Bitcoin. My sentiment for Bitcoin has not changed. If there is going to be downside price action, I believe it is more for a retest, more for minor gap fill ins, right? As we do have multiple minor gaps. We have a minor gap at this hourly candle right over here, right? Right over here, there is a gap. So there being a pullback to the zone obviously is very likely. And then, pushing to the upside is what I expect with Bitcoin. But of course, we will monitor everything this week. We'll monitor things in general. And yeah, that is it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys did enjoy. And just know there is a very, very, very big Turbo announcement just around the corner. I love you guys so much, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Goodbye.
Portfolio reviews. Economic.
So according to Trading Sniper, there is a turbo announcement just around the corner. And that's what I've been looking for today, actually. I haven't seen this announcement yet. But we'll go to uh Wealth Hub Magnet and see what he's talking about yesterday.
as the community is getting ready while other coins are sleeping, Turbo could be the one ripping the chart. So we have something to talk about for Turbo today, and there's something huge that could be happening tomorrow. So we're going to be taking a look at everything. Before we do start with the video, do make sure to hit the thumbs up button and drop a comment down below on what you think about Turbo, and also don't forget to subscribe to our channel. So let's get started with the video and head over to our screen. So we're over at our screen looking at Turbo, and it's not doing too much on the daily. It's down about 1.5% in the past 24 hours. It did go lower about to 0.2039, but again came back up. Weekly, not great as well. About 8% down. Market cap at about $280 million and volume at 37, almost $38 million. Not too bad, but again, weekly we did go a lot lower to 0.2036. We have come back up, but not too great numbers. If we head over to Dex Screener to check out the chart further and look at what patterns that Turbo is forming, we could just let this load and open this up. If we head over to Turbo, and we could see that it's right at that range, right, kind of bouncing off from that range that it seems to be a pretty big kind of support range for Turbo, and it's still on that range. It didn't go too much deeper into this range. If it wanted to, it could have dropped to like the $200 million market cap range, but it still is holding pretty strong at 280 around there $1 million market cap. So again, this is a pretty strong support. If we go to the daily, it still hasn't kind of closed below this. It did, but it did come back up. So it's probably retesting that range. And if we take a look at what's going on with the community of Turbo, if we head over to X and we check out the Roaring Toady, and we could see the community is getting ready for something crazy tomorrow. 24 hours, the countdown is on. It's 24 hours Turbo Meme Mania begins. So Turbo Meme Mania is something you'll be hearing quite a bit for now, because the Turbo community is planning something huge, a full-blown community explosion of chaos, creativity, and colorful meme energy. Get ready to I think what's coming has never been seen in this dimension before. And you could even see the comments that the countdown is on less than 24 hours. June 9, 7 p.m. CEST. So something huge.
So what is this announcement? What time is he said CST? What is this announcement you guys are talking about? Let me see. June 9th, 7 ECST. Excuse me. Let's see here. What time is that? Wait, let me see. Trying to figure out this time. 7 ECST and 12 o'clock noon. Okay. Maybe that's tomorrow, 12 o'clock. Is it June 9th? I'm just looking at what the freak, man? June 9th. Let's see, June 9th. 7 p.m. CST and Central Standard Time. Okay, it's not the conversion I was looking for. CE. Trying to pull up this conversion real quick. June 9th at 7 p.m. Wait. 12 p.m. Oh, yeah. So it should have between 12 and 1 p.m. It's already happened. So yeah, this announcement, let me see if I can show you guys this. So this announcement would have happened today at 1 p.m., 7 p.m. CEST, which is Central European Summer Time, and CST will be 12 p.m. So what is this announcement? Anyone, everybody, somebody.
Less than 24 hours, June 9, 7 p.m. CEST. So something huge could be coming for Turbo just tomorrow, so we just have to wait and see what it could be. We could see Turbo Meme Mania Madness drops Monday, June 9, 7 p.m. CEST while others sleep. The Turbo Army cranks the volume to max. A never before seen wave of insane twisted memes will flood the X timeline with one clear message: Turbo Toad is here to unleash chaos. Even if you look up Turbo Meme Mania, there's tons of stuff going on. Turbo Meme Mania, we could see a lot of people posting about this. Don't forget, tomorrow, June 9th, Turbo is having a meme mania. Show your support to Turbo. We could see cooking like it owes the mob money. You're into it on the table. Join the official team, official like Turbo posting about it as well. The Turbo Meme Mania action on June 9th, starting 7 p.m. CEST. So a lot of people about are posting about this, and which is absolutely crazy. And let's take a look at this. 55,000 holders strong, 4.2045 per token. If every holders buys 6,900 tokens tomorrow at a cost of $31, only if every holder buys just $31 more of Turbo, that would mean a $1.71 million flowing into the market. And even with like a small number like $31, it could be a pretty big change if everyone does it at the same time. And that's what basically the whole concept is about: getting the community together and starting a big movement with Turbo. So again, looking very forward to what is happening tomorrow, and we'll obviously keep you updated on what will be happening. If we check out the community on CoinMarketCap, we could see 91% still positive. Turbo, the 1 day analysis, we could see buy gradually from here if you still have confidence in this coin, and the short term target of at least 15% from here. Long term target 1.45 cents. So this range right here, about the half a cent, is pretty big, and it could definitely see this kind of Fibonacci sequence that it has been seeing, but could go a lot higher as well. Turbo is getting ready. Patience. The three most important features that everyone comes is contract score 100%, slippage of buying and selling 0%, and LP tokens burned. Turbo has rebounded strongly from the demand zone, breaking out of its falling wedge pattern. The price is trending upwards, approaching the 0.2065 with trendline support holding beneath. So we could see this kind of chart over here. It's back to its support range, and hopefully we'll be bouncing back from that. And with that being said, we talked about the graph, we talked about what's happening tomorrow, Turbo Meme Mania. So get ready for that. We'll obviously keep you updated with what goes on with Turbo. So that was about it for this video, guys. In this video, we did take a
So, partner, I think you're right. It is just the Turbo meme mania. We're expecting to see a lot more memes. It's the Turbo meme mania. So I'm not sure 100% what's going on with this rally, but I was expecting to see a few more Turbo in there. But let's look at this last little video from Row from
And I
yesterday.
don't know how you could not be bullish on this project. Just because there's new meme coins dropping left, right, and center does not mean that our beloved meme coins that we've held on to for a couple months now are not good. Listen, I've been holding Turbo since about 2024 April or March. I want to say, and honestly, guys, it's giving me a pretty good return. Maybe there's meme coins dropping left, right, and center that could potentially make you a faster return. But listen, the grass is not always greener on the other side. Turbo has one of the most bullish communities that I know, and that is why I'm as confident as I am in this project. Yes, the price action may not be the best right now, but guys, listen. Hard times create good bags. Okay, with that being said, let's get into today's video. If you're new around here, my name is Ro. We talk about crypto literally every single day, and I try to help you guys make a 10, 20, 50, or even 100x. Listen, with that being said, though, let's hop into today's video, guys, where we're going to be taking a look at our beloved little meme coin, Turbo Toad Token. In the last 24 hours, down 0.9%. In the last 7 days, guys, down 4.47%. And in the monthly, obviously, Turbo has been taken a little back, right? It has taken some hits, guys. And honestly, we're still holding on. If you're a part of the Turbo community, give yourself a pat on the back, because a lot of people right now have been kind of, yes, the amount of holders have been growing, but the sentiment around Turbo right now has been very hard. I mean, guys, just read the comments below in some of these videos. A lot of people, what I've noticed is that, the real Turbo army, they're quiet, they're resilient, they know what they got, and they're boom. The ones that make the most amount of noise are the ones that only like Turbo when it's hot. Like, they like Turbo. Oh, my bags are finally pumping. Let me buy more. Or, hey, you know what? I bought a Turbo at 13 or a penny. When it gets that price point, I'm bullish yet again. But the ones that are quiet, they know what they have. They were buying when no one else wants to, which is why during these times, they're used to it. I always like to say, guys, never chase green candles. Is not just for your bags, but it's also a psychological thing. If you're only chasing green candles, if you're only chasing after buyer's confirmation, you're only getting into projects when you feel good, you are going to be devastated when that project has a correction, which is what Turbo is having right now. The entire month of May, guys, was very, very bullish for crypto. Bitcoin is still holding above $105,000. I think today it's at 106K. And Turbo, yes, it's down, but it is not at the levels that we saw it at in March, April 2025, right? It's a lot higher than that, because Turbo at one point touched 201. Now, I do need to say, guys, if you guys want to know exactly what projects I'm buying into, if you want to know when I buy into the markets and when I sell out of the markets, you want to get into projects early, make sure you check out the Meme Coin Mastery. This is my private Discord. Listen, we've called some absolute bangers on there. I am going to show you guys a recap of the of our last month over here, right? You guys take a look at it for yourself. We've done really well. You can see 5x, 17x, 2x, 16x, 82x, 20x, 5x, 10x. Literally, guys, people have paid for their membership, which is one trade, okay? A lot of people on there have gone on to make, thousands of dollars, notably one person. Shout out to him if he's watching this video. He made $20,000 in there, guys. Crowdfunded launch, and all the tokens are in circulation. Not only that, they had a new partnership with Veracity come into play, which is why you can see here player powered by Veracity, which kind of, I think, host videos and stuff like that. So pretty cool partnerships. Also, one thing you do need to keep in mind, Turbo encompasses meme coins and AI, brings them together to bring you Turbo Toad Token. It embodies both AI and memes. Now, the thing about Turbo is that it absolutely took off in 2024. A lot of people claim it to be the meme coin of 2024, but I personally believe that it is still not done yet. It's still so far away from the price predictions that we have for it, guys. And if the cycle plays out the way that we expect it to, right, where the bull market tops towards the latter half of this year, then we're still on course. We're still in good track to kind of hit those targets. Now, the price of it right now, you can see here bouncing off of that 204. Hopefully, guys, we start our ascent towards the upside. Right now, it is a little bit hard to hold. I understand it, guys. We couldn't hold that 205 support. We dropped below it. We're at 204 right now, guys. I really do want to see a pump towards the upside coming in the near future. I don't think that the whole month of June is going to be bearish. What we could expect to see is a reversal towards the latter half. But what day is it today? Today is June 8th, right? Almost halfway through the month. I do believe, guys, things will pick up, things will turn around, especially towards the end of June. Not only that, guys, you can see here, Bitcoin's at $106,000. The fear and greed index is sitting at a neutral. When this thing starts getting to the greed level, you're going to see a lot of money flow back into your meme coins, flow back into your altcoins, flow into projects like Ethereum. Ethereum is the biggest altcoin. It's the second biggest crypto in all of crypto. So as ETH pumps, guys, as it breaks past 3,000, 3,500, 4,000, you're going to see money come back into your meme coin. So hold on to your bags, right? The worst thing you could do right now is sell, because you're selling the fear, and when you should really and truly be buying the fear. One thing to note is with Turbo, make sure you guys follow them on X, right? This isn't just like any other meme coin, guys. They're hosting things, they're coming out with partnerships, collaborations all the time. They're listed on over 125 exchanges, with more hopefully coming down the future. One of the big ones that we're hoping to see is Robinhood. Now, the thing with Robinhood is also primarily a stockbroker, so they have super strict regulations, right? Even stricter than Binance US, and Turbo recently got listed on Binance US. The thing with Binance US and Binance, like on a global scale, is that Binance US has insane compliance and regulatory requirements, and Robinhood just take that and amplify it a little bit, and that's what Robinhood is. But that does not stop us from tweeting at them, making posts over at them, guys. So continue to do so if you are. Now, tomorrow on Monday during the day is Turbo Meme Day, Meme Mania. I had a thought on how to make it even more impactful. 55,000 holders strong at 2045. If every holder buys 6,900 tokens at a cost of $31, that's over $1 million, almost $2 million flowing into the project. Let's get to work. Listen, Turbo fam, if you guys are Turbo holders, go ahead, cop yourself 30 bucks worth of Turbo for tomorrow. Something huge is coming for Turbo token. The God candle on Turbo will be like no tomorrow. I believe it, guys. I'm ready for something crazy to happen. If you guys are part of Turbo and you're holding, make sure you participate in the little meme mania that they're having. Buy gradually from here if you still have confidence in this coin. The short-term target of at least 15% from your long-term target of 0.0145. The countdown is on. Exactly 24 hours. Turbo Meme Mania begins. A full-blown community explosion of chaos, creativity, and colorful meme energy. Get ready. I think what's coming has never been seen in this dimension before. Obviously, guys, you can see here, the team is obviously very, very bullish. The community is very bullish. And if you're watching this video and you're part of the Turbo community, do your part to spread awareness for the project. It's one thing to hold it, but it's another thing to make sure that your bags are being pumped. And they're only pumped as far as you want it to go. Turbo has come from nothing, and the people have trusted. From a simple prompt in AI to a $300 million market cap, 100 plus listing tokens, Turbo is the coin. A-level tier stats, first AI-driven coin, no owners, 0% chance of rugs or shills. You win, we all win. And hey, if you're still watching this video, then you win. Thank you guys for supporting. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. As always, I want to say,
shout out to my main man, Ro, and his support of Turbo. So let's see if there is anything else. I think there was something I was just about to check real quick. Let me see what we can see. I guess we'll check out this Galaxy from a day ago. Actually, let's check out this short, then we'll come back to.
So worst case scenario for Pepe to go to 80 bill MC, that's a 13x. And then Turbo, I'll give Turbo, let's see, what's the Turbo MC? Oh, Turbo's not even on the top 100 yet, but it's close. It's 148. I think Turbo will hit rank 70 in the bull run. 400 mil MC, I think 10 bill MC is pretty good per conservative prediction. 25x for Turbo, and that's 14 cents a Turbo coin. And then Brett, I think probably like a 15, 20x for Brett.
Wow, 14 cent and a turbo coal. I'm definitely with that. That's actually sorry, right up. That's a good prediction there. Galaxy. It just got crazy dry all of a sudden. Let me check to see what.
What's up, guys? I'm Caden with Crypto Now or Never, and welcome back to another
Now or
Turbo
Never.
update. If you enjoy this style of content, please do.
Let's see what Crypto Now or Never has to say real quick before we shut it down. And we'll be back tonight, I guess, with a Caspa video. either Caspa or ZBIC. Probably Caspa, and we can do a ZBIC tomorrow. Let me know what your thoughts are on that. And I guess back to crypto now or never.
Do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button. As always, none of this is financial advice. Let's get into it.
I have a dream.
Hop straight into Turbo. So you can see that Turbo is currently sitting at a $283 million market cap. And honestly, not a whole lot has changed since my last Turbo video. In my last Turbo video, I was talking about how it was forming a falling wedge, and you could argue that we were absolutely still in that falling wedge. Now, I personally love trading falling wedges, especially when the falling wedge is doing the exact same thing that Ethereum is doing. Now, Turbo is a little bit more of a falling wedge and Ethereum is more of a bull flag. Regardless, though, they're both in major consolidation. You have to remember, it makes sense that Turbo is pulling back right now because Turbo also ran up significantly harder than Ethereum did. Remember, Turbo ran up around 380% from the lows. That is obviously something that Ethereum did not do. So naturally, Turbo is going to have a little bit more of a pullback. But what's awesome to see about Ethereum is after the Donald Trump Elon Musk red candle, we have actually fought our way back in the bull flag. I was telling you guys, if we closed multiple red candles beneath this level, there was a good chance that we were going to drop lower. And the reality is that there was way back down. So it's definitely ideal if Ethereum can stay in this flag. Now, the fact that Ethereum also has extremely oversold stochastics is a great look. But again, the point is Ethereum right now is in major consolidation. So Turbo consolidating is not an issue at all. If Ethereum can get the breakout, there's a great chance that Turbo breaks out with it. You have to understand Turbo is an ERC20. It is built on Ethereum. So the better that Ethereum does, the better that Turbo is going to do naturally. Now, when you look at Turbo on CoinMarketCap, you can see that the volume is currently 46.7 million. But what's interesting about the volume is there's actually a ton of volume coming from HTX right now. So you can see that HTX actually has 28.4% of the volume. Even Binance is only 10%. And this is actually great to see because the volume is pretty well spread out. It's never usually a great look when all the volume is only coming from one exchange. So Turbo still looks very good from that standpoint. And I know a lot of people right now are a little bit worried about the Turbo volume just because it's dropped a lot from the initial run up. Because during the initial run up, Turbo's volume hit like 700 or 800 million. But I want to point out that it's not only Turbo. If you look at the volume of a lot of meme coins, it is significantly lower than where it was. Even Pepe right now is only 548 million. At Pepe's peak, it was over 12 billion. But even during this last run up, it was around 4 or 5 billion. Like you can see Turbo, for example, has higher volume than SPX right here at 44.7 million. It also has higher volume than Bread on Base. So Turbo is still very competitive with a lot of blue chip projects. Now, nothing has really changed about the Turbo X account. They're still grinding on here every single day. They're up to 112,000 followers. They really are growing every single day, which is very impressive, especially because the market isn't really moving. But this project continues to have one of the strongest communities out there. And I think that is one of the most undeniable aspects about Turbo. A lot of people underrate how strong this community is. But again, just to be clear, I would not personally be expecting a Turbo breakout until we see Ethereum break out. And honestly, there's a good chance that Ethereum doesn't break out until Bitcoin breaks out. And I do just want to point out for Bitcoin that I'm still incredibly bullish on it. I love looking at M2 Global Liquidity, and you can see that we are still breaking out, and we have been since January. And I always show this in my videos, but M2 Global Liquidity usually front runs breakouts. You can see it breaking out right here. Bitcoin breaks out afterwards. And it's happened basically every single time, and it's happening again right now. And the fact that M2 Global Liquidity is still breaking out is a very good sign. And if you look at Bitcoin on the monthly time frame, this is where things get even more interesting. And that's because we've had back-to-back very strong candle closes. In fact, this was the highest close that Bitcoin has ever had on the monthly time frame. I would not be shocked at all if this June candle ends up being a continuation. And if you look at Ethereum on the monthly time frame, it arguably looks even better than Bitcoin right now. Not in general, but the two latest candles. You can see that we had a massive bullish hammer right here, and then the next candle was a massive bullish engulfing candle. These two candles right here are incredibly bullish. It did almost a 2x in 2 months. And for a project of this size, that is enormous. So if we can see Bitcoin and Ethereum continue to the upside, then I won't be shocked at all if Turbo does the exact same thing. But that's about it for the update today. If you guys are interested in Turbo and getting into projects super early like Turbo, then I always recommend taking a look at my Discord.
Shout out to Crypto Now or Never. So, in the gist of everything, Turbo's up 6.3%. Check the holders real quick. 285.6 million market cap. Just waiting for this to update. Don't forget about the Turbo Tangent Wallet. 285.3 addresses. I'm tripping. So 55,500 547,000. Last 4 hours, 0. That's weird. Last 12 hours, 18. Day 41. 3 days, 147. 7 days, 246. 14 days, 424. And 30 days, 899. So just checking to see if there are any updates, and then check real quick about the meme mania for Turbo. See how that's going. Crypto PBS. Crypto PBS. Crypto PBS. Shout out to Crypto PBS for putting in the work. Let's see what else is going on here. Might make a couple memes and throw them out there. So Crypto PBS appears to be holding it down. And Flip G Nasty. So I might have to throw a couple of memes out there because it looks like not a whole lot of people are generating memes because we're doing it all live. But let's see what's going on. What is this, Puna? Bitcoin crossed 109, Ethereum crossed 2600. The rockets are getting fired up. Turbo almost getting a 10% push today, right? Turbo is 6.2. Go back to Twitter real quick. Lots of crypto PBS. I guess we'll shut it down for today. Thanks for joining. Don't forget to check out the limited edition Turbo Tangent Wallet. Bum bum. Updated to 317. Got a little ways to go there, but thanks for joining. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe and super chat. It's your main man BTM, getting you up to date with the Turbo updates, and we'll check back to see if there is any additional updates. But as always, let's get back to the money, and shout out to the Turbo Toad community, the Turbo Toad Warriors, and the Turbo Toad Army. It's your main man BTM, Crypto News Network, signing out. And as always, it's okay to be weird or different, just as long as you be you. Because it might not be you that's weird, it might be everyone else. But let's get back to the money and stay dangerous. Miner out.